brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
We're talking UNI Panther women's basketball with head coach Tanya Warren as her women are getting ready for a big weekend at home as Murray State comes in on Friday, and then on Sunday at 2 o'clock the Panthers are hosting the Belmont Bruins. As coach the Missouri Valley Conference, we're seeing a lot of really quality teams now going head to head. Belmont, one of those teams with a couple Power 5 wins in the Missouri Valley Conference. The league as a whole in that non-conference really had some good quality wins.
Yeah, I mean, as I said at the very beginning of the season media day, the league is as good as it's ever been. From top to bottom. You look at Murray State, who comes in on Thursday. They're 5-0, playing a completely different style than they did a year ago. Very up-tempo, very scramble type on defense where they try to turn you over. And they're playing really good basketball. They have some transfers. They have some kids that redshirted that has stepped in and doing a very nice job for them. And then obviously they have an all-conference post that is hard to guard with her ability not only to finish in the paint, but her ability to step out side to three. And then obviously Belmont is Belmont. I mean, they've been doing it for a lot of years. They do it the right way. They're well coached. It's a tall task for us, but we're excited to be home. We feel that we're starting to play a little better basketball than we obviously did in the non-conference. So we're excited about this week.
Your ladies come in 3-1 in conference play, unbeaten in 2024. Panthers will try and keep that going this year. Let's go back to that non-conference and just kind of talk through what you learned about your team, because you faced a lot of injuries, and just a win through that non-conference portion of the schedule for you. But a lot of kids got put in a lot of different situations.
Yeah, I think 1-8 or something. Obviously, it was uncharted waters for all of us. You know, I often referred to it as the perfect bad storm. The strength of schedule, which at the time, I believe right now it's 5th in the country in terms of strength of schedule. We're always going to do that. Then we had a lot of injuries. This last week was the first time that we had everybody in practice in September. So a lot of things that we couldn't control, but then there were a lot of things that we could control. We just wasn't playing very good basketball. And that started with me as the leader. And we had to figure out a couple of things in terms of what did we need to do better in practice from a competitive standpoint. So we changed a couple things. And I thought we started to show really good progress, honestly, at Iowa State. We just didn't have enough bullets in the gun, per se, in terms of what we were able to do. But I liked how we were playing. I thought we competed. And then we had that break. That's where you want to keep playing. And then, honestly, we didn't play bad at Missouri State. We got off to a good start. Couldn't sustain the lead. I felt like we should have been up double digits at half. We were only up 6. And then it was game of runs. We made a great play to tie it, and they made a great play to win it. You don't hold your hat on that. And then we came back home, and we've been playing pretty good basketball. We're starting to get whole, and I kind of like where we're going and where we're at right now.
You had Grace Buffelli return to action for you this past weekend. She missed about a month, maybe a little more than a month, with an injury that she sustained in a game. Preseason Valley Player of the Year. What are you seeing from Grace, and what did you see in her time when she wasn't able to practice?
Well, she missed 6 weeks. I know it to a T because, you know, I'll be honest, Grace she is our glue. She is our heartbeat. She does so many things for us, both on and off the floor. She's extremely vocal, but just her presence. And we missed her presence at Missouri State because she was sick, but just having her presence on the bench. While we meet during timeouts as a staff, she takes my chair and she tells them what she's seeing, and she's very good at it. So she continued to lead just on the sideline. But boy, was it a welcome sight to have her back this past weekend for so many reasons. She does a lot of things for us, and she left off kind of where she started with, I think she had 16 and 7, and one of the things that I've really talked to her about is, Grace, you have to allow yourself some grace because it's literally impossible to come back and be where you was prior to the injury. So she's continuing to make steps, but love what we're seeing out of her.
All right, we'll have more with UNI head coach Tanya Warren when we come back right after this here on Panther Sports Talk.
The Strategic Play of the Week, brought to you by Strategic Imaging, your one-stop shop for print marketing, signage, apparel, and promotional items.